there was one child who was very, very brilliant in his studies. You just name any award, any medal, any trophy, and he has it all. He was
Okay.
brilliant then, more than anybody in the class. But then because of that, there was a small air in his mind. As now, just now we were talking about ego, there was a small
Hmm.
air in his mind that he can do everything and anything, so he need not listen to the teacher what she's teaching in the class. So I knew very well that if I get upset on him, which I usually don't, but then I told him
Hmm.
only one line, that you are right, but only you are right is not right. And he
Wow.
understood that so well, he took it so beautifully, that he, from that day, he started listening to his peers, he started listening to the class teachers, those used to come. He started respecting more, to showing respect more towards the teacher, the who used to come in the class.
All right, guys, welcome to the We Transform show, a show where we meet real life transformers and know their stories in the first person because we know and we believe that everybody can transform and there is no right and wrong time for transformation. Today, our guest is Miss Preeti Pasricha. She's an educator with more than 18 years of experience, a primary teacher to a leader. The secret of her career graph is a strong urge of spreading the knowledge and touching as many lives as possible. She's an influencer with a lot of followers and she wears many more hats. We will know her story from Preeti herself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Preeti Pasricha to the show. Preeti ma'am, welcome to the show today.
Thank you, Mr. Alok. Thank you for inviting me. Thanks to this View Transform Wednesdays, and thanks for this lovely introduction. Yes, I have written. I always keep on saying that I should be touching as many as lives possible through education. This again comes from my childhood. Okay, before starting my intro, I mean, before starting with myself, I would like to ask you, when you were small in your childhood, what was it that you thought that you will become when you grow up?
Yeah.
What were your ambitions?
This is a very good question, Priti ma'am. In fact, I was a little bit of confused child for a long time because I found myself good at many things. I started when I was in class five, I guess. I started with mono acting and I did some act on the in academics of the school. Then I started writing poems. So I was highly confused, though, because I heard a lot of my friends speaking about it. I wanted to become an astronaut because it's
Yeah.
like it was cool. But yeah, the reality is I was confused.
Actually, everybody is confused at that age, whereas all the adults ask during that age only कि बताओ बड़े होके क्या बनना है? What do you want
क्या
to become?
बनोगे?
But I myself as a child don't know what will I become. So, but
Yeah.
then when I was small and I saw the ball pen very first time, I don't know anything anybody must have thought of this or must have imagined of being this. Being this as in a quality that I wanted to, imbibe in myself when I grow up. So whatever I become, that was totally irrespective. But then when I saw the ball pen for the very first time, I saw this. This is quite interesting, that how the spring is working, functioning, and the refill comes in. I mean, comes out and goes in. It was quite, interesting for me. So I was thinking that whatever I become in my life, but I will, the quality that I would take with myself is just like a spring. Like how much ever you compress it, how much ever put it down, it still comes back with a
Bounces
bounce.
back.
So yeah. And then when I used to go to the garden, sitting in the seesaw, I again realized that even if the person sitting at the other side is putting you down, though it was just a seesaw and the game was like that, but then I took it philosophically, I took it logically. I was thinking that in my life also, how much ever the circumstances are putting me down, whatever the situations are putting me down, I will come back with a bounce every time, whatever I become, whatever the situations are. And then when I grew up, I also saw a quote. It was saying that, so it's raining outside, so you don't know like what to do, whether if you have an umbrella, so might as well you can protect yourself, or you can do a rain dance. So it is totally up to you
Wow.
whether you should enjoy the moment or crib over the moment. And then, as they again always say, that life has given you lemons, so you should be clear whether you are making a lemon juice out of it and enjoying the drink, or whether you're cribbing over the lemons, over the
This,
sour
yeah, this
life
is,
that you have been getting. Yeah, you were
and
saying something.
Preeti ma'am, this is such a beautiful analogy. I guess you got this reflection way early in your life, and to become a spring and bounce back. So many of us learn it in a hard way. We go through so many things and we get the damage and we realize, acha, this is what the mantra of life is. And so I remember a shairi which is very famous about people who are not afraid of trying, and because they know they can bounce back. It goes like this कि गिरते हैं शह सवार ही मैदान जंग में, वो तिफल क्या गिरेंगे जो घुटनों के बल चले. And
wow, actually, correct.
it is about people who stand up and fight, and they know I'll fall down, because those only will fall down who are walking, who are fighting. So, that's the whole theory behind it. I guess you have really shared a great analogy here. So
right,
let me
आपने
ask.
अभी एक आपने
Yeah,
अभी एक
please.
शायरी बोली. I will say a शायरी while concluding this episode, while
Please,
concluding this interview.
I would love to. Shairi is
Yeah.
always close to my heart. So this is what I'm made of. So I want to really know, your life has been, I was reading through your profile, and I was trying to really understand what you have done and been through. I can see a lot of roller coaster in your life, Preeti ma'am. So if I may ask, what was one of your biggest challenges which you overcome, or the struggle of life? What will that be?
Roller coaster again has started from my childhood itself, because my parents were facing little financial crunch in their life. So then they thought of discontinuing with my studies, but then I was a big study fan. पता नहीं छोटे बच्चों को they don't like to study, they don't like to do homework. But I remember my childhood, as soon as I used to come home from the school, I just used to keep my bag and start doing the homework. My mom used to always say that have your lunch first, remove your uniform. But then I used to say, nahi, teacher ne homework diya hai, so I should do that, and then I will do rest of the work. I was so fond of studies, and then suddenly one fine day I got to know that my parents don't want to continue with my studies. So that was the point when I still remember whole day, whole night I was crying that please do anything and everything. You can stop, my food, but please don't stop my education. Don't discontinue with that. But they actually had financial problems. So then I thought that I will start working, I will start earning, and I will start, I will continue with my studies, and also with my sister, who is my twin sister. We both will continue with our education. Then my parents agreed for that.
So how
The very
old were you,
first
Preeti ma'am, at that time? What age or which class were you at that time?
14, I was 14 years in grade 9. So तभी तो वो child labor का इतना सब कुछ नहीं था. So then, but I joined in a CA's office, and I used to get 500 rupees per month. So that was like too much for me. So the school that charged a very minimum fee in my vicinity, that was 30 rupees per month. I told my parents that put me in this school, I don't mind going in that school, but I will study. So 30 rupees my fees, and 30 rupees my sister's fees, 60 rupees, and rest I said, you take it all, but please don't
Oh
ask
my
me to
God.
discontinue with my studies. That was difficult, because after the school I used to like continue with my studies and then go to that CA's place for job. I didn't know what to do. Then he taught me how to file, and there was typewriter at that time. My dad had asked me to join a typewriting classes. I started learning typewriting. And then my daddy also said that since computers have come newly in the market, so you should also be doing a computer course. He was the one who forced me to join a computer course, which I again did that. And then slowly and slowly, when I was in junior college, then I had joined SIS college, that is in Sion, for BCom. From there, the next step of my journey began, where I joined a corporate office that was in Lower Parel, Mumbai. I don't know whether you're aware of the places in Mumbai,
A little
but
bit,
that
yes.
was okay. So there was one industrial estate in Lower Parade. It's still there. I joined a company called Power Master Engineers Private Limited. They kept me on hourly basis. That was 1800 per month. Again, that was for hourly basis, because I used to go to my college and then I used to go to the office. So they kept me thinking that okay, part time hai. They don't have to spend money on me much. But then after looking at my work, my dedication, my sincerity, I was the only one who used to get increment every 3 months. So
Wow.
it was like a Yahoo moment for me, because I was not knowing that I am just working with all my sincerity, with all my honesty, but it actually paid me off. That was such a wonderful moment of my life. And then they asked me whether do you have a sister or a cousin of yours who can also join the office with you, because looking at your honesty we would like to know who all are your family members. And then my twin sister also joined the office, but then we both were deliberately kept in two separate branches so that we don't talk much being in the
No gossiping,
family.
huh?
No gossiping. So but then to their surprise, she proved herself in that branch, I was proving myself in this branch. So again she also started getting increments. We actually, both of us didn't know that the hardships that we are seeing in our life. So just to with a thought in the mind that people around should not face the same thing, we just worked, not thinking
Hmm.
about the result that this is our aim, we need to have x number of increment in our life. But we just worked, keeping the goal ahead. Was the only thing that our family should be happy, there should
Hmm.
be no financial problem to our family. So keeping that in mind, so that was maybe because of the selfless service that we were doing. We just wanted to work, we wanted to keep our parents happy, and that paid
Hmm.
off so beautifully that
Wow.
today I am where I am.
So, Preeti, I'm really curious to know when you entered the academics, when you entered in the life of a teacher, when did that happen?
Yes, and I also forgot to mention one thing. I this Power Master Engineer's job I got. As I said, my parents were not financially good enough, so we didn't used to buy newspaper that time. And nowadays we have this Shine.com, Indeed.com, Naukri.com,
Hmm.
and Google has n number of jobs available at a click. That time
Hmm.
there was only one newspaper that used to come, that was Employment News. Every Wednesday it used to get published.
Yeah.
So it used to get published every Wednesday. I had gone to a Raddiwala shop on a Friday after 2 days, thinking that people must have given their Raddi away. So I was standing there and I circled a few jobs. I just bought that paper from him for 25 paisa, and then I circled a few jobs in the same line, so that I can travel in the same day and give interview as many as places as possible. Then from that Raddiwala shop, I had gone to a PCO. I called there. From there, 5 to 6 companies. I scheduled 5 to 6 interviews for me on the same day, and then I was selected in Power Master Engineers. That was the way I got my job. And then
Wow.
it
This is
is
so
a wow.
nostalgic, ma'am. I must tell you, this is very nostalgic. Why? Because I've done something very similar. So I used to
Oh.
stay in a place called DLW in Varanasi, and Employment News was the only source where you can actually, of course, get that valuable information. So, and then buying it was not one of my priorities and options as well. You can say it was not something which I could happily do. So I used to do one thing. There used to be a place called Heidel, which was nearby, and I
Okay.
used to take my bicycle, go there, and there was a bookstall
Okay.
in front of that
Oh.
gate of that place, and there used to be the newspaper. So I used to have nice conversation with that uncle normally, and then with that conversation, he used to allow me to see the newspaper, and I used to flip the pages if there was something very important for me. Then only I used to buy that. Otherwise, I used to just say, okay, buy, and I used to just go back from that place. I've done
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. It has happened many times. Even when I was young, I used to think how people are getting newspapers at their home, different kind of magazines at their home. When will I get this? Then used to think then, okay, no problem. If my parents are not able to afford, I will work, my sister will work, and we will see that our parents also are able to afford everything. And as you said, as you asked, how did I get into education? After marriage, after children, I didn't want to do a full-time job, so I started
Hmm.
with a part-time job in coaching classes. There also bus made a confidence that I will go and I will see to it that I get the job. So I had gone in a coaching class directly, and that too it was for HM hotel management students and BMS students. So preparing them for their entrance exams. They asked me that you are just a graduate. I was just a BCom till then. So, but how will
Hmm.
you teach? I said you just take my demo and then you decide whether will I be able to teach or not. And that
Sure.
was the day. And after that, I don't know how many number of friends of mine have joined the same coaching classes, and on my reference that Preeti ma'am acha padhati, to okay, they will also be teaching nice. They used to pay me 300 per hour. They started with
Hmm.
that. But then again I started taking more number of classes on Saturday and Sundays. And then I teach even today in the same coaching classes, because I always think that I should not leave the base where I started from. So even one lecture in a week or one lecture in 15 days,
Wow.
but I have not discontinued with them. So this is the thing which I want to inculcate in all the children, in all my own children, and in everyone, that you should not forget your base. Just you
Hmm.
should be grounded every time. That ego should not come in your head. How much ever big you become, even if you touch the sky is nothing without no earth below it. Like it goes, both go parallel.
Yeah,
Even the sun who is rising in the sky, the light comes on the earth. So if there is no earth, what will that sun do? Like where will the light go? So like both
absolutely.
goes parallel, and people should understand that even you, whatever heights you have reached, you have crossed the limits of the success, still you should be grounded. And that is what has kept me actually egoless. And I always say that I love to love and I hate to hate, and ego is a very very um, I don't know what word to say, but this should not come in anyone, in anyone. This is what I
Yeah.
believe in, and this is what I impass also when I am in the class, when I'm teaching.
Hmm.
I also pass this ahead in the children in my whom I teach. You were saying something, sorry, I missed on.
Yeah, I was saying that ego is so relative, you know. You don't feel it with everybody. It's only the people who you know. Sometimes, you know, you are at a place with absolute strangers, you will have no ego. And suddenly there's
Right.
somebody who knows you comes across, and suddenly the ego also comes across with that. So it means it is not inside you, it is relative to people around you. So, ma'am, you were talking about education and being a teacher, and I very strongly believe that a lot of what we do in our lives is the credit goes to the teachers, because they have made us in a way, they have crafted us slowly, years over years. 13, 14 years is a long time, is what we get crafted, and we become like this. So of course you're not alone in the journey. As a teacher, you're influencing a lot of students. So if I may ask, what has been one of your most memorable memories as an educator, as a teacher, which you can never forget, something which is close to your heart?
If I say, there are many 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 moments close to my heart, and actually they are, and I am so blessed with these many moments in my life. I don't know, if I start saying that, maybe I will start talking till this evening, till late night, because I actually have many many moments. But the recent one, if I could share, there was one child who was very very brilliant in his studies. You just name any award, any medal, any trophy, and he has it all. He was
Okay.
brilliant then, more than anybody in the class. But then because of that, there was a small air in his mind. As now, just now we were talking about ego, there was a small
Hmm.
air in his mind that he can do everything and anything, so he need not listen to the teacher what she's teaching in the class. So I knew very well that if I get upset on him, which I usually don't, but then I told him
Hmm.
only one line, that you are right, but only you are right is not right. And he
Wow.
understood that so well. He took it so beautifully that he, from that day, he started listening to his peers. He started listening to the class teachers, those used to come. He started respecting more, to showing respect more towards the teacher, the who used to come in the class. And unfortunately, his father got transferred and he had to leave the school. He was not leaving the school. That was the last day when I had actually called peons to take him and make him sit in
Oh
the
my
bus,
God.
because he was not ready to leave the school. He just wanted to be there. Why? Because he was thinking that his life has been transformed there. His point of view has been transformed in that school. So he didn't want to leave that school. That
Oh
is
my
the
God.
biggest best moment. And one more, I was teaching in my class and my principal called me down. I was, principal kabhi bhi bulati hai to kisi ko bhi lagta hai that why has she
Huh.
called down suddenly. So then even I went running down the steps and she handed over me a printout. I was wondering what is this, and then she said, this is the appreciation mails that we have been receiving for you from parents.
Wow.
So this is an award for you. That was again a wow moment for me. I
Fills
mean,
the
there are
heart with
just many, too
content.
many.
Yeah, and it's just such a service. And one more thing,
Yes,
Preeti ma'am,
yes,
you
yes.
just
With
said now.
content, with satisfaction, feel that I am a proud daughter. Yes.
Yeah, true. And you know, one
Yeah, you
more
were
thing
saying
I just
something?
realized, the one thing which you said, that you know, you are the quotation which you said, that you are right, but you're not only right. I think you should keep saying this in LinkedIn as
You
well,
are
because a
right.
lot of grown kids also need to learn this. It's very
Yes,
important.
yes, सबको यही लगता है कि whatever I there was recently one post, I don't know, it was actually very nasty, which should not have been posted. It was about I don't want to say this, but then people are posting unwanted things on LinkedIn which
Hmm.
should not be done. You are actually right, Mr. Dalok. This everyone should realize this, that yes, you are right, but only you are right is not right. Everybody is right in their own ways, in their
So
own ways. So you
important.
need to just understand. It's just
Correct.
situation based, so you need to understand the situation. The situations are, adverse at a particular time, but the person is not good or bad. It's just the
Yeah,
situation, so you should not take it otherwise.
absolutely.
Don't be judgmental.
Right,
I don't
absolutely.
know, this
So,
conversation will lead to something else.
I know, right. So I really, this is such so many things to kind of know from me. I guess these are the basic elements of like understanding, being grounded, don't have ego is so much important for all of us. So, Prithvi, how are you helping the world now? What are you doing for others? I see a lot of followers, 25,000 followers on LinkedIn. This is amazing.
Yes, yes.
So, what is the journey now?
What is the journey now? On March 23rd, I had only 10 connections on LinkedIn. I was asking my
Really?
daughter that how to get this. Yes,
Oh my
actually.
God.
I was wondering कि लोगों का 500 plus connections कैसे होता है, फिर उसके बाद तो number is not seen, no, so it is just seen 500 plus connections.
हाँ.
So how to reach that? So my daughter was saying, I don't know, we teenagers are on Instagram. You ask me about Instagram, I'll be able to answer, but about LinkedIn, I don't know anything. So
Hmm.
I thought never mind. Now since we all were at home at lockdown, and April May month was when completely everything was shut down for me, as I am working in a school. So I just started posting posts every day on LinkedIn, which will educate everyone, whoever is reading that post. So because of
Hmm.
those posts, people started following me. I got more and more number of connections, and then people started offering me to speak over webinars. But the very first question they asked is that it is pro bono. Will you do that? I said, why not? I just want to educate and teach as many as lives possible. Now that the classrooms are shut, I want to do that across the globe, and I will do it for pro bono, for free, till the end of till the last day of my life. I would love to do that. So one, two, three, four, and then that the it followed and followed and followed, and it is still following till now. In fact, most of the times I have to say actually no, which I feel bad for, but then I see that I make time so that I share my experiences, I share my
Yes.
expertise, and then yes, I should see to it that even others are benefited out of it. As they say कि दूसरों की गलतियों से सीखो, but
Hmm.
only reading the success stories, people should also, as you are doing a very right thing, we transform Wednesdays. These transformation stories should also be reached to the people, so that they know that the people who are जिनके 25,000 connections दिखते हैं, they have struggled in their life, they have gone through a story in their life, and not one,
Yeah.
but in fact many stories in their life.
You.
They should not give up, is what I'm saying. Nobody should give up.
Yes. Yes. And that's what I was saying. That the whole intent of We Transform is this: that people who you see or perceive as successful have been through that grind of life, and these conversations, help us or help those who are at those crossroads to decide what to do and what not to do. Why, and have a feeling that why this is happening to me, and then suddenly they see, hey, this has happened to him as well, that person as well, and then
Yes,
we feel,
yes.
okay, this is not so bad. I'm okay, it's fine. I guess this and a lot of people have DM'd me personally, told me that after my episodes, that we have really got some insight after that. This is
Yes.
very very fulfilling for me as well when I hear
This
these
is
kind of
Mr.
comments.
Alok. Even I actually look forward to your posts and to your videos. There are so many things which, as I said, you are right, but as I said the quote some time ago, so I take it to myself also, that even I should be learning from. So your interviews are the best to learn from so many stories. Actually, it is a right thing.
Thank you so much. Beautifully said. I think this is what drives me. This is what drives me to do that. If somebody can get help or some insight, a little hand holding through this platform, I guess then if we're doing right use of internet, we're doing right use of technology, and that really helps all of us.
Exactly. So even when we are at home, I don't think whether when we were physically going to office or to school, were you able to do all this? In fact, we have also transformed as an individual. We have started educating. You have not stopped. You have learned new things and you are also passing it ahead. So similarly, it should go on with everyone. Don't stop. Keep moving. That is the only funda. In fact, the goals should also be moving in anybody's life. You know, once you have reached a particular goal, you should form another goals. You should
Hmm.
keep on reaching, keep moving till you reach the limit. And once you reach the limit, cross the limits, go beyond the limits, think
Wow.
limitless, be limitless.
Be limitless. That's the quote of the day.
Yes.
Wonderful. So, Preeti ma'am, thank you so much for finding time for
Yes,
this show
Mr. Alok,
today.
before you end, as I said, I will also like to end with a शायरी. और लेकिन मैं ये बोलूँगी कि शायरी की जो शुरू की दो तीन लाइनें हैं वो तो मेरी हैं, but the last one is from Mr. Harivansh Rai Bachchan, and all of us
Okay.
know his famous line. So I will end with his line, but the initial few lines are mine. As this is about transformation, so I will say that हर मुश्किल वक्त के साथ थोड़ा सा मैं भी गुजरी हूँ. हर गुजरते वक्त के साथ थोड़ा सा मैं भी गुजरी हूँ. बट ये ख्याल जरूर रखा है कि बिखरी नहीं निखरी हूँ. बट ये ख्याल जरूर रखा है कि गुजरते वक्त के साथ वक्त गुजरा है, बट मैं बिखरी नहीं निखरी हूँ. अभी हरिवंश राय जी की लाइन तो यही कहती है कि मुश्किल वक्त है, गुजर जाएगा. ये वक्त भी गुजर जाएगा. दिस टू शैल पास. So everybody should keep this in mind.
Wow, beautifully said. Beautifully. What a noble intent. Thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you so much for joining this show today. This is another feather in the hat of We Transform Wednesdays that it has Preeti joining this show. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alok. Thank you.